Okay, in this video I'll show you how to make your music career 6 times better. So a little context about me: I've been producing music for 8 years and I'm a full-time music producer and I work with dozens of artists, and those are just some things that I noticed throughout the years working with artists. That's what the ones that made music their career have been doing. Without any further ado, let's just start with the first thing. So don't make music for everyone. You may think it's good because you're trying to attract a broad audience and you're trying to attract everyone with your music. But the thing is, music is very personal and people like music that they can relate to. And not a lot of people can relate to you specifically because you are very unique just as everyone else. So, for example, if you make R&B, don't just say, I make music for anyone who likes good R&B. Say something like this: I make late night music for people who are going through breakups. Maybe that's what you're going through. Or I don't know, I make feel good music for girlies. That's another thing too. Make music for one small group of people, because if they find it relatable, they're gonna like it, they're gonna listen to you. Not everyone's gonna like you, and that's good, because music is supposed to make you feel something. And another thing, first 15 seconds matter more than the rest of the song, because if your intro is bad, this is how the retention graph on your song is gonna look like. Most people only listen to the first 15 seconds or 30 seconds or so. If you don't capture their attention in the beginning, they're not even gonna listen to what you have to say. And I know it's sad and it's not really ideal for creatives and artists, but in our current world nobody has long attention spans and everybody just clicks of a song in the first 15 seconds. You may hate it, but those are the rules of the game and you have to play by the rules if you want to have listeners, if you want to build a career, and if you want your song to be listened by anyone. I don't like it either, but that's how it is. So make your intro or the beginning of your song something that catches their attention. Don't just start with a 1 minute long pad or ambient intro. Add some vocals, add some drums to the beginning so it's already interesting when it starts. Because even if you make the best hook or the most emotional verse, but the intro is boring and too long, no one's gonna wait that verse and no one's gonna listen to what you have to say. So yeah, the beginning of the song matters a lot in today's world. Another thing is make one thing memorable. It can be whatever. It can be some drum pattern in the beat. It can be a certain melody that's very catchy and interesting. It can be a hook. It can be your ad-libs. It can be whatever. Just make one thing about your song memorable and different than anything else in the genre you're making. This really goes a long way with production, because if you just take whatever R&B beat you could find on YouTube and then your flow is boring and you don't have any cool ad-libs, harmonies, and your vocal is just very stagnant throughout the whole song, no one's gonna remember your song. It's not gonna stand out. And there are so many artists right now that you need to stand out with something. You can use certain type of beats, you can make your own beats, you can work with a producer one-on-one to actually make your production seem very unique, and you can make your production the one thing that's gonna be memorable, because I feel like it's easier to do with production than with vocals. Of course, you can have a unique flow, but that's not really. You have to make one thing so memorable that people are gonna associate it with you. And this smoothly transitions us to the next point, which is your branding as an artist. And most people, when they hear branding, they think of certain colors or clothes or logos or Instagram presence or whatever. But I'm talking about something else, because as an artist, your sound really is your brand. And yeah, if you just use the same type beats from YouTube as everyone else, what brand do you really have? We make music, so we have to stand out with our sound, and that's really our branding. And you can't build a brand on a foundation or production that's borrowed from YouTube and 10 other people also recorded on. Building your own sound and building your own production that feels truly like you and matches your vision and your sound truly goes a long way. And if you don't already have a producer that's building your sound, or you don't produce yourself, check out the first link in the description. I may be able to help you. And yeah, now let's talk about the rest of branding, the rest of building your brand and presence. If your Instagram looks like this, what are you even doing? It's 2026 and you have to show your face online so people associate your face with your music. You need to give people a reason to care, because right now there are so many good artists that it's just not enough. You have to give people a story that they can relate to, that they care about, because just music is not enough, really. People listen to music they can relate to, but the music is not gonna feel relatable when there's a person who doesn't show face behind the music. People don't only listen to music, don't actually listen to WAV files, they listen to artists and the people who are behind the music. And it's very simple. It's not easy, but it's simple to do in today's day and age. Do Instagram Reels, do TikToks, do whatever you want. You can do YouTube videos like Gunner, for example. But don't only rely on traffic from Instagram, for example. You can do pre-saves, so people can pre-save your song before it actually releases, and you capture the email and you can send them updates about your music or stories about how you created something. Give them some value in the emails, and this way you're gonna be much more connected to your audience, and it's just gonna grow, and people are gonna feel like they actually listen to a real person and not just someone they found online. And yeah, this is very cool. This is marketing, this is branding, this really helps, but don't forget about the most important thing: make your music good. As I mentioned before, your sound is really your biggest brand, and you have to nail your sound. It has to be perfect. And I don't mean perfect like clean and mixed well. I mean perfect like built intentionally, because if you take a beat from one person, if you take a mix from a second person and you slap some lyrics on it, it doesn't really feel like one. It's just building a song from a bunch of different pieces. So if you want someone in your corner who can build a song with you from the ground up, from the production through the mix to the release strategy, check out the first link in the description and let's see if we are a good fit to work together. So yeah, these were 6 things I learned throughout the years about how to make it as an artist, how to make your career better, how to make your music better. I hope you found this video valuable, and I'll just see you in the next one.